All right, man. What's up?
Hey.
Hey, thanks for coming, man.
Thank you for having me.
Well, for people who don't know, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Rob, and I was looking at Johnny's wonderful picture back here, which is certainly going to be his bobblehead. I mean, I smacked it, but it didn't move.
My head's pretty stationary, dude.
I was thinking he's going to have donuts. He's got toys.
Dude, what's messed up is like, do you know Travis Charles? Do you know who that
Yeah.
is? So he came on here and he was like, dude, I like this, but your teeth are fucked up. And I was like, bro, this is a hand drawing of my face. Like, those are my real teeth, you fucking asshole.
They didn't take the teeth class.
No, dude. He just drew them how they really, like, that's how they really look. Like it's pretty close, bro. Like this one is a little bigger, and I look at them all the time because I'm like, this is so it's pretty close. But thanks for noticing. I like it. I
Yeah,
like it. It's new.
very, very nice.
We just
Very
started doing
nice,
that
very
recently.
nice.
My buddy Cody actually drew that up for me, so this is a new one.
Well done, Cody. You should
Thank
take
you.
the teeth class, though.
Take the teeth class, Trizzy. He said he didn't
I
graduate
know,
the whole art
man.
school. He just took the face class. He's like, the head looks great, bud, but those fucking teeth. Hell yeah, man. Well, thanks for coming, dude. I'm glad to have you.
This is going to be the best cup of coffee ever. You know what? They all are.
They all are, dude. I can't get enough of it, bro. Like it's I'm jacked. I'll tell you, I'll have like 2 or 4 shots of espresso in the morning, or maybe 2 huge cups of coffee, and then during work sometimes I'll even have an energy drink or something, and then after work I'll have a bang, like a double espresso before, just to get me through 10
Man,
o'clock.
I chase my blood pressure medication with a good cup of coffee.
Yeah, dude. You do. What do you do at home? You got a
I
Keurig,
bounce
old
off
school?
walls. I bounce off walls.
Oh,
Yeah, I bounce off walls.
You don't know how to turn it off, too. No, but like, what kind of actual coffee do you just brew old school pot? Do you have a Keurig, or what do you do
My
at home?
favorite is microwave coffee.
Microwave
because
coffee?
I don't throw shit away.
Yeah, like the crystals. I've drank those before.
Well, I don't wait until they crystallize. I drink enough coffee to keep it rolling.
Yeah,
I think it's a good system.
you gotta throw it back in there every now and
It's a
then.
good system.
and
They
heat it
go
back
good
up.
with donuts. I know you potties don't bring donuts, but that's okay.
Dude, I should.
That's all right. Yeah, something with sprinkles, some kind of nice. You know, it's a morning show and everything. You know what I mean? You're about ready to piss everybody off. You should give them a sprinkle donut.
Isn't that funny that I'm like, we should wake up and talk about the most controversial subjects in the world?
I've seen you do it. I watched some and I was like, in the morning?
In the morning. This guy's outrageous. No, I think it's a play on words, and like,
You should wait till like at least 10 o'clock where people can call you before you watch that stuff.
yeah, dude. What would you do? You think it would be a cool idea to like start letting people call in and like leave voicemails and stuff like that, and maybe we reply to them on here?
Oh, nice.
I
bet
shoulda
you
did
get
that for you.
Some nasty callers and stuff, and you'll have fun with it.
I bet you have some fans that would have called in if we would have like shared this pre-hand. That's something that I'm bad at. Is like I'm good at like posting them after and then like getting good clips and stuff and posting them, but I'm bad at like pre-handedly saying, "Hey, guess what? Fucking Rob Wilfong is gonna be on. You guys got any questions for him?" That's something I should incorporate into it for sure.
He thinks I have fans.
You have people. I'm your fan.
Thank you. That's very kind words.
I think you're fucking hilarious.
I'm all aglow.
You definitely. You're fucking great, dude.
I would have been here sooner, but I had to pee.
It took you. I took like 30
And
minutes.
it turns
to get it all
out I'm
out.
not pregnant, so life is good.
It's good. It's amazing.
Life is good.
Are you sure? You might want to get a second opinion.
Yeah.
Can I check your
Yeah.
hymen before you leave?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm no
What did you
doctor.
do during the pandemic when you didn't have nothing to do?
Man, I masturbated a lot, dude.
Well, normally I go to Bob Evans, grab a couple menus, and just start seating people. But
did
man, they
you
weren't
really,
open.
dude? Have you ever done that?
You think?
Yeah.
Evelyn will be right with you.
Evelyn. And then Evelyn never shows up. She's like, "Who are these fucking people?" This doesn't make any
I'm just
sense.
looking for somebody that has straws in their pockets. Come on. Man, it's a good drive up here, man. I stopped at Cracker Barrel. That's where I get my golf tee puzzles. It's been great.
Dude, I love Cracker Barrel. They have the best fried chicken in the world, dude. Like better than KFC, better than Church's. I mean, there's probably some upscale chicken place that I don't know about, but like,
You should have a comment section so people can disagree with your choice of chicken.
you don't like Cracker Barrel's
I
chicken.
know I do, but the thing about it is the moment somebody hears chicken, they think of their favorite.
Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you what. Somebody
And what do you like?
So I like Cracker Barrels, just their fried chicken.
Yeah, you're gonna get comments.
Dude, I will for sure. The honey butter chicken that they have, dude, with I like to take hot sauce and butter and syrup, and I like to dip chicken in that. Have you ever had it like that?
No.
Oh my god, dude. Are you a hot sauce guy?
No.
You're not
I'm at
spicy.
Taco Bell saying, "What's in that? Tomatoes? Jesus, you're killing me."
Oh, you don't like heat,
What
man.
the hell? What the hell?
Shit, dude, I like the heat.
Right.
My kids like it too, man. My girlfriend's like you though. She does not into it.
I
She
sweat
doesn't
from
like.
the hair and it pours down if
Yeah.
I eat anything hot.
Really?
It's just really uncomfortable. I don't know why.
Same way, dude. If I make a chili too spicy or something, that's my chili. She's like,
Yeah.
fuck off. Yep. Some people just don't like it. I don't know. I get that, man. It's like chocolate or like smoking crack. It's like it's for some people, it's not for others. I get it, you know.
Yeah, well, if you're eating chicken and smoking crack,
You're probably having a good fucking time. You're having
I don't know what to tell you.
That sounds like a good goddamn weekend, too.
I don't know what I burnt my lips on. Shit. I can't figure it out. I was wasted out of my mind, burnt the shit out of myself, and I don't know if it's a chicken or that pie.
You're like, dude, we had chicken and crack last night, and I'm hungover like a bitch. I need some chapstick.
I'm under medicated for this.
It's definitely gonna get. Well, I'm gonna be pretty
It's
medicated.
like
by the end of it.
magicians. How do they like practice and shit, man? You know what I mean? Do they wake up, do they practice? They wake up with a hangover and all their shit's gone because they were practicing making things disappear, but they were too wasted to remember where they put them.
Damn, dude.
Never worked for a magician. Never worked for a magician because when it's time to get paid, he says, "You're getting sleepy."
He's like, listen, man, I don't know you shit. By the time you wake up, fucking, he's out of
That's
town.
a hypnotist. I screwed
That's
up
a
my own
hypnotist.
joke. It's uncalled.
That's all right. I used to want to be a magician when I was a kid. Is that stupid?
No,
That was
I
like
think
my
everybody
first thing.
did. I think
Really?
everybody did.
Did you do any card tricks or like parlor tricks or anything?
I tried card tricks, but
Me too.
yeah.
I did a lot of them. I had that special Svengali deck, which was like a famous magician. My mom got me like these VHS tapes that would show you how to like make balls disappear, bite quarters in half, but it is the thing. It was like a scam. It was like you would buy the VHS tape, right, and then all the tricks that they had on the tape, you had to go back to the magic shop and buy them, right, and they would come as like it wouldn't all come together. You'd have to buy like the guy's stuff, and you had to go throughout the shop. Like, all right, no, now I need the quarter, and now I got to get the special tech, and now I got to get the hat and the wand.
It's the draw, man. It's
Yeah.
the draw.
That was great marketing.
Yeah.
Like looking back on it, dude.
I always wanted to be a rock star, I guess.
Yeah. Did you ever play any music?
Or a
you
dinosaur.
like a singer? That was one of your goals as a child. They were like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?"
I still don't know.
A brontosaurus.
I still don't know. I know there's another episode out there for me.
Yeah.
And it has to find me. I need an act of divinity.
Yes. Yes.
Because to tell you the truth, I've settled into my world. So.
Yeah. We need new seasons. I think.
Yes.
I know what you're saying. I think that we need these cycles. We need and life has like a natural way of giving that to us sometimes. But we have these honeypots and we get comfortable and like, and sometimes
Right.
sometimes it's easy to be comfortable and not want to go and challenge ourselves.
It's just that I've done so many things and nothing sounds good anymore.
You're desensitized to
like I've
to.
done before, man.
Well, you've done a lot of cool shit too. Think about that, Rob.
I've done a lot.
You've
of
done
cool
so much
I'm
cool shit.
blessed. I'm blessed.
Right. So it's like
I'm
that
blessed.
when normal stuff happens, it's not even fun to you anymore, right? Is that kind of
That's
what
not
it is?
true. That's not
Do
true.
you think that's? I thought that's what you were getting
dude,
at.
I'm a child.
Okay.
It's just that people want to be a celebrity.
Hey, Justin, you take this. I think that might be the food calling.
Or they, everybody wants that attention. Oh, their food's here.
Yeah,
We're gonna
ordering
have
some
chicken
food
and
for the next
crack.
episode.
We get to watch.
They're bringing that Kentucky crack to us, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, all I'm saying is maybe I'm.
Okay. Cooking up there. We got a little technical difficulty. Just had to stop for a second.
Don't go back. We'll be right away.
I'm blessed to have you in the studio with me today, buddy, because you've just been one of those comics that I've seen over the years. Like when I started off as a younger comic, like you probably didn't even know I was in the room a couple of times, but I was watching you and I was like, God, this dude's so fucking good. It's like,
I just let it go, man. I'm not tight at all.
That's what it's about. It's like, and dude, I want some of that energy. It's like I need to practice that in my life. And you were saying some stuff out front too when we were talking about because I kind of had a bit of a bomb and I was telling you about it. And just like you've had so much experience that it's nice to talk to a guy like you in the business because I like you say stuff that you don't even know like mean stuff, but like I take it and hold on to it, you know? So it's like it's just a blessing to be able to hang out with you for a little
Well,
bit, brother. Seriously.
thank you. If I can help anybody, I mean, especially unintended, it's a beautiful
When
thing.
it's unintended, it's and I don't have to tell you that you did anything.
I was unaware. Oh, now I got to think about this.
Yeah. It's
Thanks,
nice.
man.
No, it's nice, dude. And you didn't have to come here, so thank you, sir, for taking the time to hang out with me today, dude.
I just love doing new stuff, man. I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just love doing new stuff.
Yeah.
I just do. And it's not that we were talking before. It's not that things are getting old because they're not.
Right.
Okay. I enjoy shit out of myself. I leave the house to enjoy the shit out of myself.
Yeah.
It's just that I've come to the point to where I'm not looking for something to take me somewhere.
I got you.
And I'm hoping that it's like a relationship. If you're not looking for a lady, they seem to show up.
Yes.
Yes. You always hear
in
that,
droves,
right?
Right.
So I'm going to just keep my head down and do my thing. And no, I enjoy myself, man. I do. And I want people to enjoy themselves. I'm a fun comic. You
Yes.
know? I'm charmingly hack. Thank you.
Charmingly.
Don't even bother me.
That's a
you
great
know
way
what
to
I
put
mean?
it, dude.
Yeah. I remember one time I went up to Wiley's. I probably shouldn't say this, but I went up to Wiley's and there was a comedian there because he was doing like, the writing class. So I would go every now and then and go to, see the big guys, talk to him. And he had seen me before and he told me I was hack. He was asking everybody their first joke. And I said, a paraplegic walks into Walmart. Thank you. Okay. And he said, oh, I saw you. He goes, you're hack. And I said, man, I just drove 50 miles to come up here and listen to you.
Yeah, to tell me that shit.
So there's only two answers, you know what I mean? There's only two answers, and that's thank you for your candor or fuck you too. But I didn't say that to him, and it bothers me to this day.
They don't do
It's okay.
It was
It's
a comedy
okay.
class?
It's okay. It's my Thursday group.
How is this when you first started now?
I'm not sure I'm ready to talk about it.
I was just wondering, like, how long?
No, it did. To tell you the truth, I guess I just don't think like other people or whatever. You know what I mean? No, I let him tell me that, and I said, okay. I mean, what do you say?
Yeah, you can't really.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I don't want to cause a scene.
Right.
Maybe I could just show up and you don't ask me. Shit, that would be nice.
Yeah. Isn't it better to?
But he's all right, man. He's all right. To tell you the truth, I get it. I
think it's about like
people didn't like the way I did things straight off the bat because I didn't do things like everybody else.
Yeah.
I didn't go, hang out at the comedy clubs because I didn't know any better. See, this is what people don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay. I said, well, we'll do comedy shows because you're doing comedy. I don't know what the hell I was thinking,
Yeah.
right? And I bought equipment and I started running shows. And there's some guys that benefited from that greatly, I would hope. I would like to think.
Right.
I would like to think. But I tried going to comedy clubs. I'm just not that social, man.
Yeah.
I just can't hang out like the kids. And I'm not a cool kid. And I'm an older guy. I didn't get started till I was, 48?
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I am, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Everybody
just
has
always-
different paths in this game, though.
Well,
This
what?
business could be amazing no matter what side of it you're on because you get to go up and talk to people and be silly and like have a good time and genuinely make people laugh. It's like when
you want to be fun.
when you dude, when you change somebody's mood, bro, and you're controlling that room and it's stuff that you thought up in your own mind previously before like ever talking to another human, it's like you own it, dude. It's a fucking magical thing when you're up there. It's beautiful.
I'd say what I like is that and people don't understand this. Some do probably, but when they call your name, that moment, it don't matter what's going on. Let's say you got a bar full. It's a buzzsaw bar show, and everybody's screaming and yelling. They weren't here for comedy. They hate comedy more than comedy hates them that night. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't matter. When they call your name, it's the most pure moment of all.
Yeah.
It's just you and them. It don't matter what the hell. You know what I mean? Most of the time it's great, but every now and then you'll you'll run into a crazy one.
It happens.
I was telling you, I did comedy on pool tables. You know how I know I was next? My quarters were up.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. So I've done a lot of things for a lot of reasons, and I think some people have benefited from that. I hope. I hope. I know I've had a blast, and that's why I keep doing it.
Yeah, it's like
a lot of people aren't doing it. That I started when I started. Most people, life,
Do you think
People
life?
don't
But
understand. Oh, it's life.
what about the
It is.
pandy, dude? Whenever that happened, I think everybody who was only kind of doing it completely quit. Anybody who was like anybody who was like relatively serious, they come back, and like some people made some comebacks, but anyone who was on the cusp, like you know what I mean?
Right.
After that, dude, that was an excuse to just be done.
Tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay? Because
Okay.
I don't hang out the way I used to,
Okay.
okay? It looks to me like a lot of new people have flooded in.
Yes.
Okay.
Like crazy.
Okay.
Yes.
No, we used to be same guys, pretty much same guys. You know what I mean? Every now and then other people, people would filter in. They'd do one or two open mics, and then they'd, go away.
Yeah.
Because they just wanted to do it. It was just a beautiful thing. I think
Just
it's
say that they
beautiful.
did
Right?
it.
No, you should do it. If you ever want to do stand-up comedy, do it.
You really should.
You
Just
really
go up
should. I mean,
at some point.
it
Yeah.
don't matter what happens.
Yeah.
You still own your car.
Yeah. Nobody's taking anything away from you.
Yeah. It's just
Builds
and
character.
it'll
having a
freak you
stinker.
out. It'll
Yeah.
freak you out. It's great. It'll freak you
Bombing
out.
and like some people are naturally good, but like going up and bombing your first time, like that would build character too. Especially if you still want to do it after you bomb, you might be a comic.
You know what? You don't bomb.
Yeah.
You don't bomb.
You're right. It's all in your head. It's subjective.
I thought I killed it. I'm sure I bombed.
Yeah. I did
I
too.
mean, and then I couldn't sleep for 3 nights because that was great.
Dude, looking back, my second time ever on stage was at the Wiley's fireworks competition. So it was like a packed room back when they still had the full room. So it was like over 200 people. It was my second time ever, dude. I shouldn't have been there,
Right.
Like I shouldn't have. I didn't have the best set, but in my head I was like, I'm great on the show. I'm meant to be here. I belong here. Like I convinced myself wholeheartedly that I should have been there, but I know now looking back.
You convinced yourself before you even went up there.
Yes, I had to
Because
before I
this
even
is
showed
what
up.
But you should do what you want to do, but you should also give yourself the time to get good at it too.
Yes.
And you don't see that. I mean, all the different dynamics, the way things have changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, to think that I could have evolved.
You still could, dude. It's not too late. Think about this, man.
What a strange thing to say to me.
Are you a fan of contact sports like fighting or anything?
Oh, I love
UFC?
I love UFC.
You know who Randy Couture is?
Of course.
He's an actor now, right? Very successful guy. Do you know he didn't have his first professional fight until he was over 40 years old?
Where can I find Randy Couture?
Well, I'm not telling you to
didn't
go
know
kick his
he was
ass.
acting.
He's an actor too. Yeah, he does.
I've been watching Netflix in my good binge watching underwear. I call them my TVD.
What are you watching right now? Your TV.
Well, reality TV is really messing up my life.
You like those shows, huh?
Yeah,
It's
well,
easy to watch.
I watch Mountain Monsters, so now I'm afraid to walk around in the woods after dark.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
show.
I watch River Monsters, so now I'm afraid to swim in anything but a pool.
Dude, you need to stay off of Netflix, Rob.
And I watch Ghost Hunters, so now I don't walk around in abandoned asylums
Ever?
like I used to. And for some reason, when I watch Swamp Monsters, my butt itches.
It's a swamp ass monster.
TV's lying to you. Bears don't really use toilet paper.
Oh my god, bro.
I was just virtue signaling.
These are all the brands that he wants to be
I
sponsored
practice, but I'm not good at it. People don't understand. People don't understand that I am very, very happy that Dawn is tough on grease, yet gentle on feathers. But nobody seems to come along with that. I'm not good at virtue. I'm working hard not to be grumpy. That's what you know what I mean. I'm having just being me. I've never before comedy. I don't think I ever let myself out. I didn't know how to.
Really?
So it's been good for me. I've changed. My wife would tell you.
I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that. Because when
know?
you have that outlet, man, it's like you treat other people in your life a lot differently. Like you show them a little more respect and you give them a little more of yourself in your heart because you know that you have that outlet. It kind of gives you like
when you loosen up.
Yeah.
You loosen up. To tell you the truth, it's okay to be you.
Yeah.
I make a lot of mistakes. I'm not. You know what I mean? Most of
Yes.
the time, I don't even like myself. People don't get that. But I'm just saying,
too,
it's
bro.
okay. I'm gonna make mistakes, man.
It's okay to have bad days.
Oh, you're gonna have bad days.
I had a bad day yesterday.
I don't care who you are. You're gonna have bad
You know, I
days.
told you I had a
But,
bad set. I actually had a bad day, dude, altogether. It was bad. I missed an appointment at the studio, and then when I got here, the guy had already left, which was actually Rand Barnacle. He was going to do the podcast, which we're going to get it back on. But so he got here early, right? And then I didn't see his message because I was doing so. I left my phone in my car when I had to run some errands. And so I didn't see his message. So he sat here for like a half hour and I didn't message him back. So he left, went to go get food before the show. So I came here anyway because I was going to film something else. And then I didn't have my keys to get in this building. So I was glad that it was like on his behalf that he left and not mine. And then I went there, started off with some bad jokes, had a fucking drunk lady in the crowd who was like competing with me. And like, I didn't know, as a person who's only like 4 years in, I just didn't have the experience, I don't think, to handle her. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't wrangle her quite like the way that Rand did when he went up after me. I just don't have those skills in my pocket or my tool belt yet. And I know that now about myself, but like, it was just a bad day, bro. And like,
Do you think that contributed to the, you know what I mean?
the bomb. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I think a friend of mine says this all the time. He goes, man, I learned from you that comedy has to come from a happy place.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you need to go up there and be happy, or whatever you are, whatever your character is, because you're a character. Okay. People say all your life when you watch comedy and you saw this guy do comedy, you thought, oh, he's that guy.
Yeah.
You are that guy too. What that guy are you? That's all I'm saying.
I got you. I'm trying to figure that out too. I think you and I were talking about that before the show.
For me, say you got to be happy. No, that's me. That's my thing.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, be good at whatever you do. Just, get good at whatever you do, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying that for me, I speak for me, is that comedy has to come from really, because that's the kind of act I have.
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
charmingly
think
hack.
I think all of it. I'm not doing the kind of comedy where people are giving me applause breaks because I'm making great points. I'm trying to be silly too, but I think I try to take topical stuff or like real life stuff sometimes, and like I don't.
But it has to come from a good place. Even if
Yeah.
you're an angry comic,
Yeah.
you're up there having fun.
I want to have fun with
Okay,
it. I want it to be silly.
If bitching is your thing,
Yeah.
then you're having fun. Here's what I found: you're never gonna show up feeling the same way. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got the shits or something,
Yes,
and
dude.
it's messy. And if you got stomach problems, your world ain't right. I
Yeah.
don't care.
Sometimes you have a long day at
and
work,
you're watching
or-
the person that's on in front of you, and you're thinking, "Ugh," you use it. Okay, you're about ready to forget you know what I mean? Step into your world, do your thing. Just use whatever happened to you through the day. You know what I mean?
Use that as your
In other
way
words,
to get
don't
through, to
freak.
connect with the crowd.
I think what people do is freak out because we overthink everything.
It's exactly what I did, dude. I kept trying to.
We kind of freak out. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this?
Yeah.
Man, I've been telling myself, I lie to myself. I think the best, precious gift I've ever given to myself is I tell myself crazy ass great shit before I go up there.
Yeah.
I mean, as a matter of fact, I laugh at myself because I'm having, you know what I mean? Now I'm having a good time. You know?
Yeah.
That's just what I think that you have to, that's how I lie to myself.
You like open your heart and just get.
I lie
loose
to
and-
myself.
yeah.
This is a good shit, man.
Yeah.
so I'm there when I get there.
Got you.
Okay, I've always done that. So many people, I just want to tell you, you know what your problem is? You don't know how to lie to yourself.
Dude, that's a good thing, bro. Like,
Because
I
it
think I
doesn't
should lie to
matter.
myself more. Like sometimes I'm too honest, and like you said, you really can get in your own head about that kind of shit, dude. You're right, dude.
I think we
That's powerful
overthink everything.
stuff.
You know what I did? I woke up early today so I could overthink the least of my worries. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, what's really fun is when you meet a guy that's just done comedy for like a year or two, and just to listen to their thought patterns, and they overthink shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
They give me anxiety and
Yeah.
shit.
I have that problem. I have to loosen up myself sometimes, and like that's a big part of why I smoke so much fucking weed, dude. Like I'm constantly stoning myself out because
Well, how do you know if you're high? You don't have
know.
anything to compare it to.
I don't know. I don't have a baseline. Dude, my baseline is you're right. My baseline is fucking weed, dude.
Oh, it's your baseline. You do overthink shit,
I
man.
do.
I'm worried about my baseline.
I am. I need to get my how do you say my
My stats
my
aren't good. That's
homeos-
all the fuck
my-
I'm saying.
I need to get back in homeostasis. Like, I'm trying to build my character, and this avatar isn't quite where I want it, dude. You know? Do you think that we live in a video game, dude? Or you
I
like,
think you live in your own video game, that's for sure.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's according on what you're playing.
That's what like my generation. I feel like we're being indoctrinated by that, dude. I'm glad that you don't even think it's not even a thought to you. You're like, no, I'm still an organic person and I live in the real world. That's the energy I'm getting from
Really,
you.
really.
I'm getting.
That's interesting.
I'm feeling like you're actually a real person. But I feel like our generation, we're being like told like this is all. And dude, that's only because of where we are in society. Because if you look back on it, like whenever, like say like in Greece, whenever like they were figuring out water ducts and like flowing water and plumbing, everyone was all about drinking elixirs and drinking wines and drinking. It was all about like flow and your body having flow, right? And then think about like when
It
electricity
made it easier to play with the ducks.
made it easier to play with the ducks for sure, dude. And then when electricity became powerful, we were all talking about like energy and people being like frequencies and stuff like that. It's like, and now that we're at the digital age, oh, guess what? You're in the computer. It's like I think people can only think to the level of technology. Like that's the as high as our brains will allow us to kind of like imagine. Does that make
Right.
sense?
It was like I watched The Terminator, right? And when I watched it, I thought it was fiction.
Yeah. Well, at this point,
You
dude,
know, and when I watched Divergent.
I haven't seen
I
that.
thought that was fiction.
What's Divergent?
Divergent, Insurgent. What else is there? There's like 3 movies, and it's
Okay.
just a setup where you have population centers, and they have total control over you, and you're in factions. You're either in the smart group, the brave group, you know. And if you don't have a faction, you live out in the away from the population center.
This is like a
Okay, in other words,
post-apocalyptic kind of situation, post-pandy.
See,
kind
you
of
would
thing.
say that.
Okay.
See, that's interesting that you would say post-apocalyptic, and though I'm telling you,
This is just happening.
you know what I mean? To tell you the
I
truth,
got you.
there's a lot of things out there, whether true or not. I don't think. You know what's crazy?
Like
You
conspiracy
never
theories
know.
and stuff.
No,
Real stuff.
no,
You're saying realistic.
no. It's just when the richest people in the world tell you what they want to do, you might want to listen.
Yes,
That's all I'm saying.
dude.
Without getting into it, and I'm not talking about conspiracy theories.
There's
But
no
to tell you the
conspiracy when it
truth,
comes to that.
AI is amazing, and it might be too amazing.
Yeah,
It scares a guy like me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know, it just scares a guy like me.
yeah. What
And,
about AI? Like, do you think? Because we know for a fact that there are bots everywhere online now.
Because we know that we aren't essential. I lose, you know. I go have a good time, play your video games, but I'll be dead. You know, that's all I'm saying. I
Yeah.
lose because we're not essential.
So, do you think that?
Don't you think that they would think that we don't need those guys?
Yes, I think that's exactly what they think. But I
You
think
know,
this. I think that we,
I mean, but we've seen that in movies. Though. That's really where I started.
like
So that- but
iRobot
that-
and stuff like that.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
And to
yeah.
tell you the truth, it's from what they talk about, a lot of it's here
We're
already.
close, dude.
I'm just listening to the guys that have money.
Yeah, that's all you have to do, and you can
I'm
follow the
listening-
trail.
You listen to the 1%ers.
Did you know that there's an
and
app?
what they want to do with the world?
There's an
But,
app on you can get on your phone that shows you all the trade activity of Nancy Pelosi and the Pelosi family, and then if you follow that, a lot of people
She's
just
got good. Hey,
a lot of people get
Nancy's
rich.
got a good gig.
dude. A lot of people, a lot of people are getting rich, bro. Literally just from trading the same companies that they're trading off of because they know they're like, oh, if they're buying $1 billion worth of this stock, I'm gonna go ahead and spend as much money as I can in that stock too, because it's obviously gonna rise because these people have political pools. So definitely listen to the 1%ers,
She's
dude.
got a good gig, and I always wondered what happened to that Annabelle doll. Now I know.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. I'm sorry, Nancy.
Oh my god!
If I was a taxpayer, I'd be pissed.
Dude, she's a fucking wicked looking lady, dude. She's wicked. You can see she has evil in her heart,
She's
dude.
got a great gig, man.
No doubt, dude.
She's got a great gig. Yeah. I don't think things are so much conspiracy, but they may be.
Pretty cut and dry, isn't it?
Here's the real problem, okay, is that you don't know who's telling you truth ever
Yeah,
anymore,
yeah.
okay? There's so many people have been caught, so many lies or said things that never happened in this kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, who do you believe? And that's a hell of a world to live in where nobody, you know what I mean? And because you live in that world, if somebody was telling you the truth, because that's what you want,
Yes.
that's what you would think you'd want.
Yeah. You
Oh,
look.
so I can deal with what's real, okay? And I think that goes back to, we don't live in the real world anymore.
We don't, because it's a
Okay.
subjective reality.
But it's a hell of a world when I could have somebody telling me the truth and I wouldn't even know it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's crazy, but
It's just a hell of
really
a,
is.
it's just we live in an interesting time.
we really do, dude. I think
Yeah.
that's why everybody wants, at
I
least
just want
like
to
me.
enjoy what I do, man. I got a great wife to tell you. I go home after a show, and I enjoyed myself. Go home after a show. There's 2 cats on my wife's lap, and that's my whole family in one recliner,
Yeah.
and I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I got it
It's
good. And what do I need to know beyond that? Because if I watch an hour of news, I'm going to have to watch 3 hours of Little House on the Prairie, and it hurts my feelings every time that little girl falls on her way down the hill. I mean, just bam! It's like that's going to leave a mark.
Yeah. But you gotta, dude, you have to balance it out though, right? You have to balance the negative from the news with something nice. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what you do
I like
with
to.
it, man. That's
I
why I
like to
asked you what
balance
you
it
did
out.
during the pandemic when you didn't have nothing to do.
I masturbated. No, I started
that's-
making
we
I started
already
making
know.
videos and posting memes and stuff, dude. And I posted memes like every day to the point where I went viral. And okay, I'll tell you this: if the pandemic wouldn't have happened, none of this, what I'm doing right now, wouldn't have happened. Because here's a whole
A
long
lot of people used to TikTokers got crazy.
TikTokers got crazy, but this is what I
TikTokers got
did.
crazy.
So I actually started doing it on Facebook because that's where I happen to get the most reactions and love, and I happen to have the biggest network was on my Facebook, and still now. But so essentially,
Well, that's where your friends already were.
that's what my friends
People,
already were.
people who already knew you.
Man,
right.
dude, in the last
Right.
6 months, I went from having 400 followers to now almost 7,000. So it's definitely starting to pay off. But
We're
like
getting slammed.
back during the pandy, I only
That's
had
beautiful.
I only had a
That's
couple hundred followers during the pandy, and I was posting memes daily. And it got to the point where I posted one that had over 50,000 shares and like 20,000 likes in like one day.
I'm an interesting specimen. I've
was-
never tweeted.
I was it was dude,
Never.
it fucks with your head, bro, because if you have something go viral, it gives you this dopamine hit. So every couple hours I'm just looking and it's going up and it's going
Yeah,
up.
but if it was me, it would be like bad, and I'd be like having to move.
Then it was a really funny meme. It was about this girl. It was
I'd
about
be
this
on the
girl
wrong
who
end of shit.
she called her boyfriend like 54,000 times within 30 days, and then she went to jail for it. And they actually had the call log. Like she had literally called him and texted him like 50-something thousand times within a month. And so she went to jail. So I just reposted a picture of that, and that's all it was. And it blew the fuck up. But the next day after it happened, I like felt like I was like crippled. I was like, this isn't even my meme. I was like, I'm sharing somebody else's thing. And now people are going to come to my page wanting this. And I was like, this isn't me. I'm just doing this to pass the
You're
time.
gonna do a lot of that.
I just, you know what I
Wait till
mean?
wait till they use your joke in a meme.
I
Your
know. Oh,
original
that
joke
happens
in
all
a
the
meme.
time. I see my
And the
stuff
thing
every
about it,
now and then. Not all
so
the
I
time.
saw
but-
that meme. You know what I mean? And tell you the truth, I don't want to let go. That's a good joke.
Yeah.
You know.
And you might have a different take on it too. And
Well,
memes are topical.
It made me not spread my video thin. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because to tell you
I
the
don't
truth,
post my shit unless it's crowd work.
I was doing a radio show on out of Tacoma, Washington, called Saturday Morning Funnies, and they did 4 minutes of my clip, and the joke that was used was on rooftop comedy. I got one joke on rooftop comedy, okay, and that was 10 years ago. But all of a sudden, my joke shows up on a meme,
Yeah.
and I know write a better joke.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wrote a good one.
To circle back around, man.
The
like,
answer is write a better joke.
You're-
okay?
no, you're right. You're right.
Write a better
And
joke. That is the
and
answer.
that's-
But to tell you the truth, I didn't let go of it, man. I see, the joke works for me. It does what I want it to do.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna.
I didn't let go of
You
going
know?
viral either, dude. Like, what I did for that day.
I don't know that
I-
meme went viral, but I had people sending me the meme, and it was a radio station. I tracked it back to a radio station out of Utah.
Yeah.
Now, understand something about memes. They get them somewhere. They're not that funny people. You know what
Right.
I mean? They're digging out of something.
They are definitely.
You know,
oh, they
'cause
still old
that's,
jokes.
That's their
older
thing
jokes.
because they have. How many memes do they have a day?
Think about the fact that it's 10 years old. So the fact that the joke was dated gave them even more of an incentive to be like, oh, that's burned forever ago. Why would
Okay.
nobody's even going to think about that? But just to circle back around, man, I thought to myself that day, I was like, okay, I figured out the algorithm. I was like, I'm posting daily. I was like, people are reacting. And then eventually, if you post daily, they put you out there so much. And then you post a piece of content that's genuinely worthy and genuinely worthwhile to the public to share and to like. And it was just such an interesting piece that people did it. So I was like, okay, guess what? I was like, I'm going to do this with my stand-up clips. I'm going to do this with my own podcast because I was just starting this other podcast at that time a few years ago which didn't work out, and then now I have this one. But it was like full circle for me. So it was like I realized that day that I could do it. I was like, if I can go viral and I can get all these eyes on me, then I can eventually snowball this and turn it into a business and market it and figure out how to quit my full-time job and become like a content creator. That's what I saw just by going viral. And like a couple years later, man, I think I'm on the road. Like I think that we got to take stuff like that and just be like, how can I make myself better? Like, even though like
We got a very
it was
nice,
an upset.
You got a nice studio, man. You got,
This is not mine. This is a friend of mine.
You've got good stuff. And to tell you
Yeah,
the
this
truth,
is love. This is a partnership that we've how long we've been going? It's about that time. Okay, yeah, we got Nate in the building too. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming, man. Hey, you know what's crazy is Rob here is also from Covington, Kentucky.
I'm from Covington too. Yeah.
And the owner here of this
We
studio,
live on the wrong side of the dumbass line, but we can see them from the house.
the owner of the studio signed a rapper that's from Covington, Kentucky too. His name's Coleman Lane. Have you heard of him? Yeah, you know who that is? Yeah, like red blonde hair. Yeah, dude, he records in the next room over there. That's where he records his own stuff. So I thought that was wild that there's like 3 people from Kentucky, Covington. That's like, and that's a really small town too, right?
It's
not
not so
that-
much a small.
Not that small.
No, it's not that.
I
small.
got you.
I wouldn't call it a metropolis. You know what I mean? But,
Okay.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
We have a population.
Well, man, I'm really thankful that you came on the show today, Rob. I've had a good time.
You're from
talking with you.
Kentucky? Cool, because I'm going to need a ride home when this shit's over. I swear to God.
But man, would you like to give? I don't know if you have Instagram or anything, or YouTube or any social media handles you'd like to give out before we're done here.
You can get. I have Facebook.
I know you're
I
on
have
Facebook.
Facebook. I kind of do my own thing, so I don't really need to. I kind of stay out of everybody's way, do my own thing, and I'm working. That's the best thing you can say about a comic. That's it. That's all you can say about it. Yeah.
Well, dude, I think you're great. I've always enjoyed watching you, and it was really cool, like getting some advice from you today, and also just hearing some of the stories that you've had as being a comic, dude, and just kind of bouncing some ideas off you. I had a good time talking, man, and I really appreciate you. So,
Hey, I left the house to have a good time. I had one.
I had a good time too. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Subscribe to our Patreon. Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah,
and
subscribe. You hit that like button.
hit that like button, guys. Put it on him when he says that, Justin. Can you put the camera on him? Will you say it again, Rob?
You hit that like button.
That's right. Hit that like button, guys. And Justin, thank you for being here behind the camera, buddy. And you guys have a good one. Peace out.
Number 87, your shower is ready.